This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Bo Jackson will be our subject, and he enters the month lighting up the stat sheet. For a closer look at this emerging talent, let's turn to Steve Lyons.
Well, Matt, he has truly been impressive to watch over the last month or so. Perhaps one of the hottest players in the big leagues. And you know, he's definitely a good-looking young player, but I don't think anyone, including his own organization, expected him to do so well this early on. It's an exciting time for him right now, and if he keeps playing like this, or even close to it, he's definitely going to be making a name for himself very quickly around the league. Boy, I'm excited to see how he looks in this matchup.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. Friday night baseball from the Bay Area and the O.Co Coliseum. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. It's A's baseball coming up next. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
You got to be swinging at good pitches. Avoid wasting at-bats by going out of the strike zone on this guy.
Rich Hill gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Bo Jackson gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
High in the air out to center field. Betts has a play. And that's the third out. Bo Jackson is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Castillo is under it. He's got it one away. Jackie Bradley Jr. steps in with one in, one out, and one on here in the inning. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Jackson ranging back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Boy, this one deserves another look in show motion. You'll see him here. He's tracking this baseball. Now, go ahead and freeze it. This is a picture of concentration right there. He knows that once we roll this video, he's going to get a mouthful of fence. And I'll tell you what, that cannot have felt good.
Bo Jackson will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Betts at the track, the wall, and gone. A dramatic home run that gives them their first lead of the game. So a 2-run shot to left center. So his remarkable season continues, and the A's have grabbed a 2-1 lead. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Xander Bogaerts. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Moving under it, Jackson. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One left for the Red Sox. They still trail it here 2-1.
Hey, nobody away.
Leading off the inning, Victor Martinez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Now this is popped meekly in the air, playable on the infield. And that'll be a base hit, so very quickly here the potential tying run is aboard to start the 8th.
Now batting.
Well, he gets his team going with that leadoff single here late in the game, and you can tell he is excited. Look how fired up he is down there at first.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run. That's it.
The 1-2 pitch. This is hit high and deep out to left. Jackson ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo shot for Hanley Ramirez. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Red Sox have come back to knot things up at 2.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
Ready to take his hacks again, Bo Jackson, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first-pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
This is pulled into right. Castillo is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this ball was hit pretty hard, and he's just hoping to get on base as the goal.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. Jackson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. The big bat for the Red Sox tonight, well, it belonged to this man, Victor Martinez. Strike opposed, he's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 3-2. Good night from Oakland.
For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Athletics, 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. Now, if you love good pitching, this one's for you. First pitch is coming up. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, there's not a lot of guys that have the talent and determination of Dustin Pedroia. He's on a nice little hot streak, batting over 400 in his last 10 games.
Sonny Gray, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season. So he's going for double digits here in this one.
Bo Jackson will step in here with a runner at third now, so maybe an important at-bat here early in the ball game.
Yeah, I think you really need to get something out of this inning, even if it's just a sacrifice fly. If you let this guy off the hook, he might not even give you another chance.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's all you got to do there. Put the ball on the ground. Use the big part of the field, and that's going to get that first run home from
Bo Jackson is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Price pauses. 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The throw.
Safe.
Short hop, and he's there just before the tag. So they'll have to be content with just the strikeout there, as the runner's able to get himself into scoring position with one away. Now to the plate, Danny Valencia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting.
Right here, find the ball.
That it's going to happen sometime.
Throw over to Ortiz, gets him 2 down. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. And they'll put the tag on him between third and home, and I don't know what he's thinking, but it's a double play, and the... Digging in the switch hitter, Blake Swihart, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
This is in the air to left field. Jackson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. Bo Jackson will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lined hard toward right center. Castillo moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. 1 away, and here's the 2008 AL MVP, Dustin Pedroia. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and hit in the air to left.
You got it.
And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone. Bo Jackson will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland.
2 outs here, 2 outs here.
Dustin Pedroia steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park, just like he did in the second.
Hey, plays it first. Plays it first.
In the air out to left. Jackson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox, and it's still 3-1. So the Red Sox helped out quite a bit by the start turned in by this man. David Price. Put that on a bubblegum card. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was hitting his spots all game long.
So that's a wrap here tonight for my partners in. Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this three-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Bo Jackson is our subject as he comes into this game riding an impressive 20-game hitting streak. Steve, Eric, what have you seen from him lately that's been making him successful, and how long you think he can ride this?
Well, it's really impossible to know how long he can keep this thing rolling. But I will say that he really looks like he's in a zone right now. I mean, when you think about it, even the balls that he doesn't hit particularly hard are still finding holes for him and doing some damage.
Yeah, Steve, he does seem to have some good luck on his side, but I will say he looks awfully comfortable up there at the plate right now. Seems to be seeing the ball well, and his mechanics look very sound. Sometimes everything, it just comes together, and that time is now for him. And like you said, Steve, we can't predict how long this will continue, but it certainly doesn't look like it's likely to come to an end in this one.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you. Now on a Sunday afternoon in Northern California, MLB The Show has baseball from the O.co Coliseum. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. A's baseball starts right now. At the plate, Xander Bogaerts, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
First pitch, 106.
Alvarez has his sign. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball hit in the air down the left field line. Jackson will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number one. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games.
Mookie Betts will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. With a moment now, let's take a look now at how the A's will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about one of the best arms in all of baseball, Josh Reddick absolutely possesses one of them. You just don't run on Reddick. We'll see if anybody tries in this one.
Bo Jackson will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Smokes this one into deep center field. Betts looking up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center. So his remarkable season continues as the A's have fought back to make this a 2-2 ball game. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Pablo Sandoval will stand in now. He homered in the ball game last night.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Jackson is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
Batting 8.
Rusney Castillo will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Swinging a fly ball right down the line in left. Jackson is in pursuit, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Bottom of the second inning coming up, all square at 2 apiece. Blake Swihart will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. Alvarez is ready. 0-1 on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. And one away now here in the Boston third. Coming to the plate now, Bo Jackson. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second of the game, and it gives the A's a 4-2 lead.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there.
Victor Martinez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Jackson. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Dustin Pedroia is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Jackson racing back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A solo home run off the bat of Dustin Pedroia. 12 home runs for him now thus far. Bo Jackson will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Smoke toward the hole. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about this afternoon so far. That's 3 at-bats.
Chris Davis will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
And a dive, but he's back in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And another snap throw to the bag. And he'll get back in safely.
Keeping an eye on him.
One pitch.
Set. Here's the 3-1.
Nope.
But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's Stephen Vogt will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
He's going.
Now both runners are breaking. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And he'll be tagged out. Xander Bogaerts gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Swing and a looper to left. Jackson moving in, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Yeah, a nice job there to get on base with a 2-out single.
Bo Jackson will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now and gone. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 3rd home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is, his 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The A's are victorious here, 9-7. So long from Oaktown.